Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, I of course am the FPL Train. Now in today's video I am going to reveal what my team selection is going to be for game week 26, where I've got one free transfer and I have already made it. Maybe out of anger mostly, but yeah, I've already made that transfer just because, you know, if we look at game week 25, you kind of understand. I got another red arrow. That's 3 red arrows in a row now. I'm having an absolute shocking season, honestly. I can't actually wait for this season to end because, one, I'm a United fan, so it's been awful that way, and two, I'm having probably the worst season in FPL I've ever had in a long time, I'd say. So, anyways, let's look at game week 25, the previous game week, and obviously just finished last night. I scored 82 points overall, so a pretty high score in all fairness. I had 6 double game week players, and I still got a red arrow. So I'm now 1.3 or over 1.3 million in the wheel. It's just been, honestly, it's been a horrible start. Well, it's been a horrible season. So yeah, 82 points sounds good, but another red arrow. So let's talk about it then. So goalkeeper wise, I had Martinez, 4 points. Looks pretty decent for him, but you got to remember the idiot double game week. So to get 4 points in 2 games ain't great, especially when one of your games is against Ipswich. Look, Liverpool, I weren't expecting a clean sheet, right? But to get no clean sheet against Ipswich, I mean, it's just shocking. Aston Villa have been awful this season. Drew against Ipswich is just shocking. Drew against Liverpool, which is amazing. It's just, honestly, awful. So, terrible start there from the back goalkeeper. My backup goalkeeper obviously didn't play. So, I mean, I wish he did, but he doesn't. So then you go into my defence, and I've got a back 4. Why? Because Ahmed, after the deadline, turns out he's injured for the season. I can't believe it. Can't believe that. So he was out, which meant Colwell had to come into my team. Now he got battered 3-0. Thankfully I got 1 point out of him, but that was a surprise. But I mean, it weren't as bad as Lewis Hall got battered 4-0, so he ended up getting nothing. So I mean, my defence was shocking, and like I said, there was double game week. Liverpool had a double game week, and I'm coming away with double Liverpool defence, getting a total of 3 points. Virgil got 2, Konate got 1. I mean, I just don't believe it, man. Absolutely shocking. Honestly, where do you go from here? Where do you go from here? It's just not what I wanted. I mean, Virgil got 1 point from each game, so he gets 2. And Konate didn't even get a single point against Wolves because he only asked till half time. And by that point, he'd already got a yellow card. So, awful back line. And then my midfield, Mo Salah was my captain. Comes away with a tasty 40 points, which is clearly made my score look better than it actually was. Doesn't really matter because everybody has him as captain, and the rest of the midfield, awful. So obviously, Gordon had Man City, they were awful, so you got 2 points. Palmer played Brighton, they got absolutely battered. Here's me open for 4 goals again. Battered 3-0, so again, he got 2 points, so another blank from him. Morgan Rogers plays 2 games. Gets nothing out of those 2 games, so he only gets 4 points, so that's a shower of shite as well. It's just absolutely shocking from the other midfielders, and obviously Ahmed is out for the season. And then my strikers, I mean, Isak, since I've brought him in, has been disappointing, so I've definitely missed out on those points, really, haven't I? Did I have him for Southampton? I can't even remember. But yeah, blank. I mean, it was Man City, but I was kind of expecting a little bit more from him, from being honest. And then, I mean, Ollie Watkins, to be fair, I mean, he was the gamble going into this game week, so I wasn't sure he could be fit. He was his saving grace. 15 points from him. Got 7 points against Liverpool. Great points from him last night, getting the goal. Got a bonus point as well. And then he also got, you know, another goal against Ipswich, where this time he had 2 bonus points. So at least this guy showed up for me. You know, unlike the majority of my players. And then Areola got me 9 points. I picked him, obviously, because he had Southampton away. And surely, I mean, lo and behold, they won that game 3-1, which meant I got a total of 9 points for him. So 82 points overall, and an absolutely shocking week because yet again, it was a red arrow. Right then, so we're moving on to game week 26. 12 game weeks left of this pure hellish season. And like I said before, I got 1 free transfer, and I have already made it just because I lost my temper with how my team is. And honestly, I could have easily have taken hits, but I'm at that point now. What is the point? So, Goalkeeper wise then for game week 26, I obviously got Martinez. Is he keeping a clean sheet? Is he? How? So that's going to be nothing from him. My back line is going to consist of still the 2 Liverpool defenders and Lewis Hall. So even though Man City away is what Liverpool have got, I'm going to stick with those 2 in my back line. Do I think they're keeping a clean sheet in that game? No, I don't. Do I think Colwell against Villa is going to keep a clean sheet? No, I don't. So at the end of the day, I just can't be asked to swap it around. So I'm just going to leave it as it is there. And then Lewis Hall's got a difficult game against Forest at home. Do I think he's keeping a clean sheet? No, I don't. That's got Chris Wood scoring against his former team all over that. So not confident at all that back line. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a row of 2s going into my team selection for game week 27. Now with the 5-man midfield, then obviously in the heart of that, I'm going to have Mohamed Salah as my captain. Even though he's got Man City away, I'm still going to have him as my captain. Just because the rest of the team, I just can't, I cannot trust them at all. So Salah is going to be captain. And that means I've got Gordon, who's got Forest at home. You'd kind of hope St James's Park, he's got a decent chance there. I think Morgan Rogers will more than likely blank against Chelsea at home. Fingers crossed that don't happen, but that's what I'm thinking. Semenyo has come into my team, so I've got rid of Ahmad, obviously because he's out for the season. And Semenyo is the guy I've gone for. Could have gone for Kluivert. Could have gone, well, couldn't have gone for many options, for being honest, because I didn't have a lot of money I could go for. Smith Rowe, I mean, I don't like Fulham's fixtures, for being honest, that's why I didn't go for him. So there wasn't a lot of value for the money I had. I wanted, not going to lie, in Bumo, but I just didn't have the money because, well, he's gone up in price. He's like 7.9 million now. Obviously, he's got Leicester away, which is why I wanted him, but I couldn't afford him, so I'm going for Semenyo, who's got Wolves at home. And then finally, Cole Palmer's got Aston Villa away. Am I confident with that one? Not really, for being honest. Even though Aston Villa can see goals, no, my luck, Cole Palmer will have nothing to do with it. So that's my midfield, and yet again, zero confidence there. And that leaves me with my strikers and my assistant manager, which is still going to be Areola going into this week. Honestly, I thought about changing it, but I thought, you know what, I really can't be bothered. He's got Wolves at home, which is decent enough fixture. I'm just going to leave that one as it is. Don't want to make another transfer in that. And I just want this assistant manager chip to go away now, because honestly, I've hated it. I've hated it. Like I said, I've had to get Semenyo in because I didn't have the money. If I get Areola, if I didn't have the assistant manager chip, basically, I could have got in Bumu, which is even more annoying when you think about it. So yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's probably the stupidest chip I've ever seen in FPL, and this is why, I mean, I'm resorting more to the Dream Team, the Sun Dream Team, because I'm getting more enjoyment out of it at the minute, especially now that they've changed their transfer policy stuff. So Areola is going to be my assistant manager. My front 2 is going to consist of Isaac and Ollie Watkins. Tough games from both, but they're at home, so you never know what could happen. So fingers crossed they can do something there. Am I confident? As you can tell, going through this video, I'm definitely not confident. So yeah, that is how my team is going to look ahead of game week 26. I'm expecting another red arrow. I'm expecting, honestly, looking at that, I wouldn't be surprised if I get less than 50 points in this game week, from being honest. I could really do with wildcarding, but it's probably the worst time to wildcard, from being honest, because there's a lot of things that are changing towards the end of the season. We've also got blanks in game week, I think it's 29, got to look at that. But I've been very lazy, clearly. I've not really looked into it too much, but I know there'll be double game weeks towards the end of the season, so I really need to hold off on this wildcard. Biggest regret was the start of the season to make that wildcard so early, because it's really effed me up. So that is my team then for game week 26. Let me know what you think. You probably agree with me, it's terrible. Let me know what you guys should I say, are doing this season, how you getting on. And before you go as well, please don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one, where hopefully I have a better game week.